The episodes start with the goon asking Sherlyn questions. The goon asks why did she call him. Sherlyn replies he has to kill someone. The person asks what is the name. Sherlyn replies her name is Preeta. He asks when does she want it to happen. Sherlyn replies that if she desired she would do it today. She turns to see Mahira standing and is shocked. Mahira questions if what she heard is the truth. Sherlyn replies it is indeed the truth because she cannot live while Preeta is alive as she knows all of her secrets. Mahira requests Sherlyn to also involve her in her plan because she has understood that till Preeta is alive she cannot have Karen because till Preeta is alive he cannot think of her. Sherlyn assures that she will be involved in all of her plans. Sherlyn asks Mahira as she knows the time Preeta is going to go out of the house. Mahira recalls when she heard that Preeta is going to go and buy a gift for Karen at 11. Sherlyn orders the person to come and meet her at 11. Sherlyn thinks that it would be the best time. She asks Mahira to meet her. After some time in the parking lot, she thinks that since Prithvi is also shopping with Kritika it is the best time to execute her plan. Kritika is shopping for the Mongol suture with Prithvi. She asks if he likes it. He exclaims he likes it, so Kritika places it back in the box. He asks what she did. She replies that his reaction should be that it is awesome, otherwise she would not buy it. Prithvi thinks why Kritika not understands that he is not comfortable with the shopping. The salesman shows her another box. She really likes it and put one of the Mongol suture. She leaves to buy one of the necklaces for her wedding. Prithvi thinks he desired to buy a Mongol suture for Preeta but now is stuck with Kritika. He used to love Preeta and will always be her lover. Sherlyn and Mahira are in the car. Mahira asks what is the plan. She also desires to know the name of the person. Sherlyn replies he is a contract killer who has done a lot of work her and Prithvi. She must not get acquainted with him. Mahira needs to know the plan. There is a man who knocks on the window. Sherlyn exclaims he finally came, so asks him to sit in the car. Sherlyn shows him the photo of Preeta. Mahira asks about the plan. He shows her the truck, exclaiming he would kill her with the truck and run away. Sherlyn orders him to go and sit in the truck. Mahira asks Sherlyn how he would manage to kill Preeta because they are standing in a very busy market where a lot of people would see him. Mahira replies how would he kill Preeta as she would arrive in a car. Sherlyn mentions she has prepared for it, also that she did not have any other choice but to choose this location. Preeta arrives in the car. When it stops, the driver reveals that the tire is punctured. She asks him to come back after fixing it while she would walk to the shop. Preeta is on the call with Karen. She desires to end it, but Karen warns to start a video call if she ends it. He says that if she does not listen to him he would get angry. Preeta says she knows how to calm him. He does not agree, but she insists that she is able to pacify him at the first attempt. She walks to the footpath and is saved from the truck. He tries calling Sherlyn but it does not connect. So he decides to call Prithvi. Kritika chooses a necklace asking how it is looking. Prithvi replies it is the best and she should immediately buy it. He gets a call and looking at the name is shocked to see who is it. He makes the excuse that it is the call from the hired killer. He replies that Preeta is not coming out of the footpath and if she takes the turn he would not be able to run her over as it is the road of the police station. Prithvi shouts at him, which shocks everyone. He warns the killer that if Preeta gets even a scratch he would ruin his entire family. The contact killer ends the call saying Sherlyn is calling. She says she would push Preeta from the footpath so he can run her over. Prithvi is worried, thinking how he would be able to save Preeta. He remembers the road, so rushes for it, apologizing to Kritika saying there has been a problem at the Office. Preeta is walking while Sherlyn is following her. She starts following Preeta, who is walking, but when she gets near her, she starts feeling dizzy. Mahira thinks that if she is not able to push Preeta, it would ruin their plan. She feels fine after some time. Mahira decides to stand behind her and push Preeta if she is not able to. However, she slips and instead pushes Sherlyn, who gets hit by the truck. Mahira immediately rushes to the side as she gets scared. Preeta, turning, is shocked to see Mahira, who falls on the floor. She immediately cries for help. She, while crying, asks Karen to come as Sherlyn is injured. He replies that is close, so would come soon. He reaches in, comes by the side of Preeta. Prithvi also reaches the location. Karen is trying to pick up Sherlyn. Prithvi is shocked to see Sherlyn is the one who is injured. He wonders how did it all happen while he is seeing that Karen is taking Sherlyn. Someone hands Preeta the number of the truck which caused the accident. Prithvi also follows them. Mahira is however perplexed. Prithvi sees her, so wonders why is she hiding and not standing in the front. He, after seeing her body, still wonders how did the accident happen. Rocky in the house asks them to bring the paratha. Karina and Daddy are playing card. Mahesh gets a call from Preeta and is shocked. When they all question what has happened, Mahesh replies Sherlyn got in an accident. Karina is worried for the baby, so they all leave for the hospital. Preeta and Karen reach the hospital. Rishabh also reaches. They take Sherlyn to the operation theater. Rishabh asks Karen how it happened. Karen replies he does not know, because he was on the call with Preeta when it happened and reached because he was near the location. Prithvi also comes inquiring about the condition of Sherlyn. Rishabh replies they are performing the operation. Prithvi assures they would not leave the one responsible because he has filed the complaint against the truck driver who was involved in the accident. Preeta, coming from behind, questions how he knows that a truck driver is behind the accident. Preeta inquires Prithvi how he knows accident took place through truck. He was with Kritika doing shopping. Prithvi was speechless, then says Kritika told him that Sherlyn had an accident, and maybe Rocky had told her. Kritika will be here in a while. Preeta questions why he left Kritika in the market. What was the hurry? Prithvi tries to get away as his phone bell rings. The nurse comes out of OT. Rishabh requests her to try their best. The nurse goes to arrange blood for Sherlyn. Mahira was thinking about the accident, still at the venue. Prithvi calls her. She lies that she is at her mother's place since last night. Prithvi shouts at her to keep the call down, and was determined to teach a lesson. Daddy, Karina, Mahesh and Rocky come to hospital. Prithvi leads them to Sherlyn's room. Rocky felt dizzy hearing about her worsening condition. Rishabh speaks to Karen that Sherlyn is expecting a child, and their mother is happy to hear about the news. They were all tensed. The doctor passes by and informs that family that her condition is not stable. They must pray to God for her. Rocky asks about a temple in hospital. Preeta takes Rocky there. Karina and Daddy also leave for temple to pray. Rishabh watches through the window of door. A tear skips his eye silently. Sherlyn was bathed in blood and breathed heavily through oxygen support. Rocky and others pray to God in the temple corner. Rocky felt strangely. Daddy and Karina tell her to think well, nothing will go wrong. Karina consoles that this is the atmosphere of hospital while leads one to false thoughts. Sherlyn and her baby will be fine. Preeta goes to save the flame in temple which had almost gone out. The doctors try to stabilize Sherlyn's deteriorating heartbeat. Sherlyn was unconscious. The ladies leave the temple praying for Sherlyn and her baby's protection. Preeta turns again and finds the flame had gone out instantly. She reads a silent prayer and follows the ladies to Sherlyn's OT. The doctor comes out and informs the family that Sherlyn is completely fine, but they could not save the baby. The news come as a blow to family members. Rishabh was broken. Preeta consoles Rocky, while Daddy and Karina hug each other. At night, Rocky comes to the baby room. She cries holding the toys and cushions decorated in the room. Preeta passes by and comes in to hug Rocky. Karina came to the door and finds Rocky and Preeta cry in the room. Rocky cried that she had arranged a lot for Sherlyn's child, and got this room decorated for the baby. Rocky was broken. Sherlyn sat in her room in deep distress. Her mother comes in, kiss her forehead, and consoles her daughter. She was not here when the accident took place and arrived by the first flight. Sherlyn was lost. Her mother says she understands her agony. They have multiple dreams to fulfill. Soon, Sherlyn will expect again. Sherlyn utters Prithvi. Sanjana was shocked to hear her call Prithvi's name. Prithvi comes to the room and hugs Sherlyn. Both cry hard. Sanjana closed the door of the room and was in deep shock. Prithvi inquires how Sherlyn is, and how she feels. Sanjana warns them against this illicit act. They were ignorant of Sanjana's words. Sanjana tells Prithvi to leave her daughter's life and go away. Prithvi shouts at her to stop talking right now, he might say something which she will not like. Sanjana parts Prithvi from Sherlyn, but Sherlyn forces her mother outside instead. Prithvi calms the hysteric Sherlyn and requests her not to stress herself and take rest. He gives her water. Prithvi tells Sherlyn to believe it was good. The baby would have cried and must have been a burden on her. She is now free of all the future occupation. Sherlyn and Sanjana was shocked to hear his thoughts.